compared to the last two that you've had since you guys have been here?
Well, I mean, obviously we know the importance of this game, and this is one of the greatest rivalries in college football. It's one that great emotion. Not just from the players, but from both universities, from every person you walk by on the street. Everybody's got a very strong opinion about this game, and so to have two nationally ranked teams coming together, playing for a great deal come Friday is going to be a lot of fun.
I think this is the most evenly matched territorial cup since you've been here.
Well, I mean, it really did. Going into this game, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's going to be a tremendous battle. It's going to be, records really don't matter. Obviously, all that matters is what goes on between those white lines, and you got to prepare for it, and you got to go take the battle to them.
Their defense is much improved. What have you guys seen from what they've improved upon?
Well, I mean, they do a great job of running to the football. They play extremely hard. I got a tremendous amount of respect for their coaching staff and the job they do schematically. But the big thing they've done is they do a great job of tackling in the open field, and they really try to eliminate the big plays. And so that's going to be a big key in the football game. Can we run the football? Can we capitalize on big play opportunities? And it's going to be a physical game.
Their linebacker, Scooby Wright's had a really good year. What have you seen from him on field?
He's a tremendous player. He's a guy that makes plays sideline to sideline. Obviously, when he gets there, he does so in a physical nature, and he has been able to create some turnovers. He always seems to make plays that impact the game, and so we have to know where he is at all times. You've got to make sure that we don't let him beat us, but you got to definitely count for him.
Is one of the messages this week is really to go ahead and curtail the emotion and make sure it's in the right perspective so you don't get too hyped for a game?
Yeah, it's just like any game, any championship level game. You got to go in and there's going to be great emotion. I want guys to play with tremendous emotion. They know. We talk about 365 days, the importance of this game. So I want this game to have as much emotion as they ever have taken the field with here at ASU. And so I like that emotion. I like you have to channel it. You can't go in there and try to play the perfect play each snap. You got to go in there and do your job. You got to take what the defense gives you. You got to obviously come out and compete. But it's going to be a fun game to be a part of.
Do you expect Jalen to be ready for Saturday?
I do.
Friday? And what did you see from Taylor that you liked against Washington State?
His response. That's something we talk to our guys a lot about, and I challenged the offense that before the game was what was your response going to be? And you start off the first quarter, and we probably had everything go wrong in the first quarter that could go wrong for us, and but is their response, and that was the thing I was so proud of Taylor about. I think there were some things that so whether it's a drop ball or a missed location on a pass or just little things that were keeping us from being successful there early, but he responded the right way. Finished up, I think it was 10 or 12 or something, or I don't know what all stats were, but he finished up executing the offense, putting the ball where it needed to be, hit some big play touchdowns. Those are things that really fueled this offense, and I thought he played really well.
How about Cam Smith's performance stepping up, and what does that give you moving forward?
It's huge, and I've been saying it all year that I think Cam's the X factor for the offense. I think that you got guys. Our running backs are a special group. Everybody knows what you got in Jalen. Quarterbacks, but Cam is a guy that can stretch the field vertically. Great speed, great route runner. He had his best week of practice last week. Just from just the consistent work he put in last week was remarkable, and to see him come up and show up on game day like he did, that's huge for his confidence level for where he's going moving forward. And he shows he can be a top receiver in this league and one of the top receivers in the country if he continues to progress.
Obviously, you never want to see injuries, but do you think having Jalen miss a game and having Taylor have to rely on other guys is almost a blessing in disguise?
The great thing is seeing guys step up. You never know. We've had some injuries this year from whether it was Taylor going down or Jalen or guys that have not been at maybe full strength, and you've seen the guys have to step up and rise to the occasion. And so make sure that the moment's not too big for them, and just going out and playing. And you do that. You prepare yourself in practice, and then great things happen on game day.
Looks like the running game was really clicking a little better with DJ Foster there than DeMar Richard. Was that just the matchup that you saw last week, or?
No, I mean, it just, some of it is just, opportunity and time and being able to get in and, make the most of those opportunities. I don't get caught, too caught up. I know DJ was running the ball extremely hard, was hitting some big plays. So, he was really kind of had a hot hand, running the football and catching the ball. And so, he got quite a few opportunities there. But, moving forward, like I said, we got a great stable. I mean, seeing DeAndre Lewis get in there and have some explosive plays was big. Just to be able to have 4 backs that you feel very confident in, is a great thing, in this league, and then finishing up a season.
So can we count on Cody Cole getting a touchdown every week? Looks like that's a pattern right now.
I tell you, I like that. Cody's done a great job. And you talk about a guy that's really had to step up. Damari was kind of banged up, and obviously early in the year when Damari was a little bit more on defense and doing those things, you see a lot of improvement and a lot of development from Cody Cole. And so seeing the explosive plays that he's starting to being able to make, and then getting the ball in the end zone is huge. So he's a guy that I'm really proud of.
Have you ever been in the situation where the fate of the South depends on another game that's going on at the exact same time you're playing?
No, I mean I really haven't, but it's all we know what we need to be focused on, and our focus is on the Territorial Cup, and that's the number one thing for us. We go handle our business, and things will line out the way they need to line out.
So you're not going to have anybody running score updates to you guys?
No, I mean, because it does. All that matters is the next play down south. Every play that we're repping right there. If we're concerned about another score, we're not putting all our energy in what we're doing, and that's the most important thing.